Saves us time. We'll get into this. Greens, Glen Farm in green. And they are Chris Fragomeni at 1, Tim Day at 2, Sam Clements at 3, and Stuart Campbell at 4. And that's Stuart Campbell putting the ball into the middle for Sam Clements on the grey pony, I believe, Snowbird. And here's a swipe at goal. Goes out wide. The other team in white, a Coxet, is Laurel Howe. She's actually got the number 2 shirt on. Charlie Bullis playing with the number 1 shirt. Dave Bullis, Dr. Dave Bullis, playing as number 3. And at back, George Hemp. And George brings the ball in for a Coxet in white. Wow, look at that pass up the field. Stuart is already there. He's looking for Charlie Bullis to try and get it, but he gets the backhand first. Sam tries to send it a bit further. George met it. George pushes it forward. No one can cross his line. They don't seem to be doing much. George Day. There goes George Hemp. Sends the ball up. Does he find Charlie Bullis? Charlie ridden out of it by Sam, and a little clearing shot by George Day. Tim Day. And where's the ball? Little melee going on over there. And I think a whistle finally goes. I think too much of a melee going on. Somebody crossed somebody's line. And I think it's going to be a spot hit in favour of Glen Farm, the green team. And so Stuart Campbell will take this. And Stuart just goes round. His greens are waiting way upfield. Is he going to smash this ball up there or something? Charlie Bullis moves towards him. There goes the pass, and it is smashed upfield. All Tim Day needs to do is put a little stick on this and push it through the goal. He does that. Oh, he pushes it just wide. Coxick breathed a sigh of relief watching that ball go out wide. How did they let Tim get free like that? We know that Stuart Campbell's going to hit the ball long and hard today. So George brings it in again. Goes towards Charlie Bullis. Tim Day goes to cover. George, Tim Day did enough. I think the umpire said he might have just done a little bit too much. The butt of his pony crossing the line right in front of George Hemp. And the umpire says, yep, you just over-infringed on him. You didn't let him a clean right of... Oh, look at the Veuve Clicquot cart with bubbles coming out the back. Doesn't that make you feel thirsty? All right, so the umpires put the ball down in the middle. Penalty in favour of the white team. Greens just infringed the right-of-way. And George will be taking this. George Hemp, he's just going to tee up the ball for himself. The Greens 30 yards back from the ball, and looking to find a white person to pair up with, so they're marked. But there's no white up there at the moment. Everybody's back. George Hemp, Dave Bullis is back, Charlie Bullis is back. This must be a tactic. Let's see how it plays out. What will they do? Will they suddenly start running as George comes? Looks like Laurel Howe's moving. Charlie's now moving. Look at that. It's a gorgeous shot. And, wow, out the air. We're going to stop the clock because I think that'll be known as a safety because it's hit over the back line by a defender. So when a defender hits the ball over his own back line, in soccer you would get a corner. In polo we get a safety. So the ball is put down on the 60-yard line opposite where it went over the back line, and the whites will get the hit again like a corner in soccer. So what a great save out the air by... Can we get a replay of that? Did you have it on? That would be quite a good replay, that. You can't move the ball to the middle of the field, George. It's got to be off to the side because it went over the side. There you go. All right. Umpire's now happy with that positioning. There's a little replay of Stuart knocking that ball out the air. I can't see how close we get to see that. But it's pretty incredible. All right, here comes George with his 60-yard attempt. Green covering the goal mouth. Hard along the ground. Met beautifully by Stuart Campbell. Going with him, Charlie Bullis. Campbell. Charlie's on a fast pony. They're galloping. This could be an open match, you know. Charlie trying to get better of Stuart, but Stuart's pulling up, getting to the ball, goes to the under the neck shot. Not enough of an angle. Going to run out of wide. Another hit into the whites. I think that's the third hit in already. Pressure Pressure from both teams, end-to-end stuff. This looks like good. Can be a good hard-fought match. Both of these teams have already won once in this tournament, so this is probably for a spot in the final, or certainly the semi-final, I should be saying. So George unloads the pass, trying to find Dave Bullis, doesn't quite get there. Stuart Campbell comes across, picks up the ball, very cool, very calm, turns it neatly. He's still got the right to it. Now he sends the pass. Look at that. Where's one of his green team? They should be chasing that. Or is it just going to run on its own? It does. It runs on his own. Stuart Campbell. He's got his shooting boots on right now. That was almost from the halfway line right at this side there. No wonder none of the greens were bothering to chase it down. It was already gone. So first goal, first blood to Glen Farm, 1-0. Teams change ends, back to middle. 4 minutes to go in this first chukker. In it comes. Bit of a melee going on. Who's got the ball? Big backhand. I'm assuming that's Stuart Campbell. Sends Tim Day away. Tim, take your time. You're plenty open. He sends a good shot towards the goal and a very quick second goal by the green team. A lovely backhand from the melee out by Stuart Campbell. And Tim Day anticipating the hit. He's out there on his own, gone. Just a nice little forward shot by him. You don't need to be fancy when you're out the front. You got time. Just put it through the post. That's all that counts. In comes the ball again. Who's got it this time? Sam Clements. Sam passes it across the field. Campbell trying to get to it. Doesn't manage it. Charlie Bullis picks it up. Charlie, he's got his dad. Campbell bumps him. Charlie's still got it. Backhand from Charlie. Nice play. George Hemp trying to read it. Tim Day covers. Tim Day, great play by him. Campbell just gets a little stick now, creates his own line. He's onto it. Sam Clements is making a run for him. Stuart's just saying, I'm going to come behind him. He looks at goal. Oh, he's missed it. Oh, he hasn't? Yes, he has. Nah, you missed it, Stuart. Gone wide. Sorry. I thought it was going further wide, but it almost had a curl on it, a bit like you saw a... Almost like one of them golf shots, just curling it in towards the centre, but it didn't quite curl enough. Hit into George Hemp. George taps it. Team's waiting for him. Pushes it forward. Now he goes. Lovely lofted shot. Who's going with him? Can Dave Bullis make the most of this opening? No, he can't. Chris Fragg put enough pressure on him. Oh, Stuart Campbell, swing and a miss. Luckily for him. Oh, not luckily for him. Charlie Bullis manages to pick it up somehow behind his pony, sends it towards the goal, and Charlie Bullis gets the goal for Acoxic, the Whites. 2-1, their first goal of the match. Well played, Charlie Bullis. Somehow reached behind his saddle, got enough of a head on the ball, kept it just moving forward. Somehow Sam Clements didn't get him. Stuart Campbell missing a shot, leaving it there. All right. Minute and a half, first chukker. 2-1. In comes the ball, coming right through the pack. George onto it first. Stuart going to cover. George comes in behind him. Nice play from George. Sam Clements there on the near side. Doesn't make the play. George goes round him. George, this could be the second evening goal. Could it be? Could it be? Yes, he just puts it through the posts. Somehow he got around both Stuart Campbell and Sam Clements. 2-2. Minute to go. And this is the first chukker of this match. We've got some good polo ahead of us. All right, lined up. Greens now going down towards the Jumbotron. Funny, you know, the Greens took the 2-goal lead. You're thinking, wow, look at this power play from Stuart Campbell, but White's come back right into it. Campbell sends the pass up the field. Sam Clements, is he going to be the first onto it? Sam is. Can he straighten it? Yes, he can. Can it run? Can it run? Sam's going to follow it through. My goodness, I think we're going to have another high-scoring game. There goes the 30-second bell. So as the ball is out of play, the teams will go off and change their ponies. While they're doing that, we've got a very quick tailgate award to position number 43 underneath the Ghanaian flag. The perfect tea party, Alice in Wonderland themed. with picnic baskets and so many beautiful dresses, teacups and all sorts. So congratulations to you tailgating party over there. Agnes will be over and be giving you some picnic umbrella and a party pack from Stella Artois. Thank you for making an effort and being beautiful. I see the Veuve Clicquot cart rush